Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharani Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Ashtacha Desha Tarani. Namo Vishnupadaya Radhikai Priyatmane Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Narayaniti Namane. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Shrimati Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Goswaminiti Namane. Namo Vishnupadaya Acharya Singha Rupane Srimad Bhakti Pragyana Keshava Iti Namani. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Iti Namani. Namo Gauda Kishodaya Sakshat Vairagya Murtaye Vipralambara Sambodhe Padambujayate Namah. Namo Bhakti Vinodaya Sachidananda Namani Gauda Shakti Swarupaya Rupa Nuga Varayate Guravir Bhava Bhumestvam Nirdeshta Sajana Priya Vaishnava Sarva Bhauma Shri Jagannataya Te Nama Vancha Kalpatarubhascha Kripa Sindhubhya Eva Cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Namo Mahabhadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gaura Tishe Namaha. Nityanandam Namastubhyam Premananda Pradayane Kalo Kalamashanashaya Janava Pataye Namaha. Hey Krishna Karuna Sindho Dina Bandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vrindai Tulsi Devi Priyai Keshavasya Cha Krishna Bhakti Prade Devi Satyavachai Namo Namah. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. I'm offering my unlimited Dandavat pranams and my Katha Pushpanjali at the lotus feet of my most worshipable, beloved Diksha and Siksha Gurudevs, Nitya Lila Pravishto Vishnupad Paramahansa, Ashtatarasata Sri Srila A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada, Nitya Lila Pravishto. This was given in Vienna, Austria, September 19th, 2002. Yes. This lecture was delivered by Param Pujapad, Sri Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Maharaj on the appearance day of Srila Sachidananda Bhaktivinoda Thakur at the Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mission in Vienna, founded by Prapujya Charan Sri Srimad Bhakti Vaibhav Puri Maharaj. I've been there, but I wasn't there when Gurudev was there. Srila Narayan Goswami Maharaj and the 150 devotees in attendance were extremely pleased by the exceptional degree of hospitality exhibited by the devotees from this mutt. Srila Maharaj remarked that these excellent displays of Vaishnava etiquette and the beautiful, well-organized facility are ideal examples of all Vaishnava preaching centers. In this lecture, Srila Maharaj tells about the life and character of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, and he explains the essence of the teachings in the Thakur's writings. Now lecture begins. I offer millions of Dandavat pranams unto the lotus feet of my Gurudev Nitya Lila Pravishta Om Vishnupad Shri Srimad Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj. My Dandavats to Param Pujapad Prapujya Charan Om Vishnupad Shri Srimad Bhakti Vaibhav Puri Maharaj, and to our Guru Parampara. Today, we are observing the auspicious appearance day of Srila Sachidananda Bhaktivinoda Thakur. He is considered to be the Saptam Goswami, means seventh Goswami. And he has written more than 100 very authorized books in many languages. He has especially given us two very important gifts. He discovered the birthplace of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he gave us Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada. I want to tell you about an extraordinary kirtan that he wrote and he sang. Harinama Tua Aneka Swarupa. O Harinam, you possess unlimited forms. Perhaps we have no idea of the very deep meaning of this kirtan. The analogy is given of a mango seed. We don't see that within the mango seed there is a tree full with branches, leaves, and fruits. The entire tree exists within that seed. If you plant that seed in the earth and water it properly, a very beautiful tree will gradually grow from it. A large tree with many branches, leaves, beautiful sweet fruits, and manjaris will emerge. Cuckoo birds may sit on the branches and sing, cuckoo, cuckoo. Everything is within that seed, but when it is still in a seed form, all that is not apparent to us. It will take some time for us to see the complete tree. Similarly, Guru gives Shabda Brahma, transcendental sound, or Bhagavan in the form of sound, in the holy name Hare Krishna. But we have not realized anything yet. We chant because Gurudev has told us to do so. After some days, if we don't see any result, we become disheartened. We give up our chanting. We think, oh, there is nothing here. On the other hand, if a Sadguru gives Harinam to any strong devotee, that devotee will have so many realizations by following the process of bhakti. He will see Krishna's pastimes in the seed of the holy name, and he will think, oh, Krishna is taking birth from Yashoda. He will think, Nanda Baba is supporting and nourishing Krishna. Krishna is very restless. He is stealing butter from different gopis and he is wrestling with Baladev Prabhu. All the pastimes of Krishna are present in the holy name. And a pure devotee can see them all. If the disciple can realize the meaning of this kirtan, he will develop a real taste and never fall down. But he must develop some taste. A devotee may receive Harinam from his Gurudev and begin chanting. But if one is not becoming free from anarthas and is not developing a taste, he will give up chanting and his devotional service as well. There are many examples of persons who have been renounced sannyasis for 20 or 30 years. Such persons may even have initiated disciples. However, after years of service to his Gurudev, he may conclude, I'm in a dilemma. I have not realized anything. Everything that I believe to be true is false. I'm giving up my sannyas and my chanting and remembering. I will no longer cheat others. I'm going to marry and start a real life. Many have fallen because they have no faith in their Gurudev or the holy names. Without this faith, one cannot realize that Srimati Radhika, Krishna, and Rasa are all present in the seed of this name, Hare Krishna. All the pastimes of Krishna described in this song, Harinama Tua, are present within it. All the Braj Lila, Mathura Lila, Dwarka Lila, and Goloka Vrindavan Lila are there. Moreover, new pastimes which have not been written in Srimad Bhagavatam, can be discovered in this song. Our Goswamis discovered so many pastimes, and other Goswamis like Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur may come and reveal more and more. You should aspire to be like our Goswamis. Jai Shri Shri Guru Gauranga Gandharvika Giridhari Radha Govinda Jiyo Ki Jai. You should aspire to be like our Goswamis. Have full faith in your Guru and continue chanting. Don't be satisfied with chanting only 16 rounds. This is not sufficient to control your restless mind, which is wandering here and there and thinking of worldly things. Chant 64 rounds or 128 rounds with strong faith, and then you'll realize all these truths. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur has said that very strong faith is required. The Thakur has written thousands of songs like Yasomati Nandana Brajabaranagara Gokula Ranjana Kana and Bolo Hari Hari Mukunda Murari Rama Krishna Hayagriva. All of the important pastimes of Krishna are within these songs. And if you sing them with faith and honor, these pastimes will be revealed to you. We should try to sincerely follow Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. He gave us a treasure chest of realized transcendental literature, and that is why he is called the seventh Goswami. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur took birth in Ulagram in the Nadia district, very near to Mayapur and the birthplace of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. His father passed away when he was very young, and he was raised in his maternal uncle's house in Ulagram. Later on, he was brought to Calcutta. He studied in Calcutta, and he was brilliant from his boyhood. He began writing poetry when he was very young, and among his early books was Sri Prema Pradipa. We have that. He was very friendly with the family of Rabindranath Tagore. The members of the Tagore family were very learned, but they became Brahmavadis and they joined the Brahma Samaj. They wanted to establish the philosophy of the Brahma Samaj, which was based on a mixture of beliefs from the world's major religions. In his book, Prem Pradeep, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur opposed the philosophical principles of the Brahma Samaj. During this time, the Thakur visited different universities in Calcutta, where he lectured and gave classes that were widely appreciated. He was also writing many articles about Sri Krishna and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Wouldn't that be amazing if we had an audio of Bhaktivinoda Thakur? So, after some time, he left Calcutta and went to live at his grandfather's home in Orissa. His grandfather was a teacher, and Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur also became a teacher while living there. After that, he went to Jagannath Puri and was appointed deputy magistrate for that district. The government, recognizing Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur's abilities and high qualifications, assigned him the additional post of supervisor of the Jagannath temple. His management style was very strong, and he was appreciated by the inhabitants of Jagannath Puri. Many significant events took place while Bhaktivinoda Thakur was there. The members of one group offered him a bribe of 300,000 rupees and told him, "We want to put a statue of a dog on the top of the Jagannath temple." Can you imagine? 300,000 rupees in those days was like...
More than $300.
There's like millions of rupees. They wanted to prove that there is no difference between Jagannath, Baladev, and Subhadra and a dog or a cat. This is their objective. These people thought, all living beings are Brahman, and they are all equal. If Ganesh, Shakti, and Shiva are Brahman, and they are worshipped, why not worship a cat or a dog? Huh? They are all the same Brahman. To show that there is no difference between God and the ordinary jiva, this group wanted to put a statue of a dog on top of the mandir. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur refused to accept the enormous bribe, and he forcefully rejected the request. To prevent the spread of this Mayavad philosophy, he also instructed the residents of Jagannath Puri about the life and teachings of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. In Orissa, there was a powerful yogi named Bibhikshena who wanted to enjoy Ras Leela like Krishna. He was a Siddha yogi with long matted locks, and when he would shake his head from side to side, his locks would stand on end and flames would shoot out from his hair. He openly declared throughout Orissa, I am Sri Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. I have come to enjoy my Leela. Many of the young ladies and girls of Orissa, beguiled by this yogi display of mystic powers, desperately wanted to sing and dance with him on the Purnima full moon night. As a result, the husbands of these ladies, as well as many high-class and educated people, filed court case against the yogi. The government assigned Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur to manage the case. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur went to see that yogi, who, although he had not heard from anyone, he knew who the Thakur was and why he had come. The yogi calmly told him, oh, you are Bhaktivinoda Thakur, the deputy magistrate. You have come to file a court case against me, but you cannot, for I am Krishna himself. I have come here to engage in the rasa dance, and during the next full moon night I will do so. No one, not even the government, can oppose me. Soon I will fight against the entire government and drive the British out of India. Then I will become the emperor of all India. This was a very serious matter. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur replied sternly, I know that you are a Siddha yogi, but you are not God, and your powers are insignificant. I have come to tell you to renounce your false claims and give up your plans to engage in the imitation rasa dance. I am giving you 7 days to retract your statements. If you do not, I will arrest you and file a case in court against you. The yogi answered, you cannot arrest me. Try to do what you can against me, but I will not change my plans to do the rasa dance. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur returned after 7 days, accompanied by the police inspector and his men. He told the yogi, I have come to and clubs in their haste to escape. Left alone to deal with the yogi, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur leapt forward, grabbed Bibhikshena by the hair, and forcibly cut off his matted locks with a pair of scissors. Jai Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur ki jai. The Thakur subdued him to the criminal court of Orissa in Puri, where a date was fixed for a hearing. The Thakur was accustomed to awakening in the night at about 12 a.m., performing bhajan and writing transcendental poems until 4 a.m. He would sing and recite shlokas from Gitavali, Sharanagati, Kalyana Kalpataru, Srimad Bhagavatam, the writings of Rupa Goswami, Yamunacharya, the Guru case. The Thakur was beset with severe stomach pains that were so intense that he could not do his work. His wife was alarmed and exclaimed, why are you giving trouble to that yogi? By his curse you may die. The Thakur answered, oh, I will not die. The pain is here only for the moment. It will pass. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur went to the court that morning, and he summoned the yogi to appear. Vibhakshena was insolent and spoke a warning to the Thakur. Do you remember last night? I sent you so much pain. The Thakur dismissed him, saying, I know what you did, but your powers are insignificant. You cannot intimidate me. After that, the yogi was not able to do anything to harm him. By his example, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur demonstrated that if anyone is chanting the holy names of the Lord, all kinds of disease, magic, and other negative influences can be checked. He then addressed the yogi. If you decide not to perform the rasa dance, and if you behave like a common citizen and you renounce your claim to be Krishna, I may be lenient in my judgment. Otherwise, you will have to spend 6 months in prison doing hard labor. So that puffed up yogi would not comply, and thus he was sent to prison where he died from a self-imposed fast. This is an example of how Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur expertly administered in the district, and there were many other incidences while he was in Puri. Over time, the Thakur was transferred to many other provinces. He was sent to Krishnanagar, Bihar, and also served in Vrindavan. While in Vrindavan, he went to Radhakund and to Suryakund. And at Radhakund, he met Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj, who was 144 years old at that time. He was so old that the lids of his eyes would droop over his eyes in heavy folds. In order to see, he would lift the skin from over his eyes, and peering at someone from beneath those folds, he would say, I am like an old turtle. Despite his apparent aged condition, he could dance with great energy when he sang devotional songs, and Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur would associate with him whenever he could. While Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur was at Radhakund, the disciples of Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj complained to him about the instructions they were receiving from their Gurudev. They told him, we have given up our houses, we've given up our children, our fathers, mothers, wives, and our positions. We've left everything to do bhajan and to remember Ashtakalya Leela. We have left everything, but our Gurudev is telling us to grow brinjal, eggplant, and other vegetables and flowers for Thakurji. We did not come here to grow vegetables, flowers, and fruits. Sir, should we return to our homes? We don't know what to do. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur told them, you should try to serve your Gurudev and follow his orders. You are chanting Hare Krishna, but you are full of anarthas, impurities, and you cannot chant Shuddhanam, the pure name. You may chant for thousands and thousands of births and not accomplish anything. It is good and proper that you follow your Gurudev's instructions. You cannot remember the pastimes of Krishna while you are contaminated by these anarthas. And if you try to remember the Ashtakalya Leela before you are purified, the desire for young women and other material things will rise in your heart. You will soon give up your bhajan to become involved with women, and you will return to worldly life. Most Radhakund Babajis are doing just that, mixing illicitly with widows and having children with them. They are not doing any real bhajan. Do not fall down like them. You should follow your Gurudev's orders, engage your energy in growing fruits and vegetables to offer to Thakurji or to a pure Vaishnava. You should also chant the holy names, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Real, paramartic, transcendental impressions and sukriti will come into your heart, and you will be able to truly follow your Guru. Then, as chanting, remembering, and performing kirtan cleanse these anarthas, all the pastimes of Krishna will automatically enter your hearts. Don't follow the example of Radhakund Babajis. They don't know Vaishnava etiquette. They don't even know how to clean themselves after using the latrine. They certainly don't know any Krishna Tattva, Maya Tattva, or Jiva Tattva. Ignorant persons who have left their homes arrive here knowing nothing about Siddhanta. These Babajis will cheat them, and for only 2 rupees give them a false Siddha name and a false Siddha Deha. They will say, now you are a gopi, your name is Lalita or Vrishaka. This is abominable. In his Jaiva Dharma, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur has written everything about the authentic process to become a Paramahansa. Jaiva Dharma is the essence of the Vedas, of the Upa Goswami, Sri Raghunath Das Goswami, and our Guru Varga. Ashtakaliya Leela is described for those that are advanced, but how does one become qualified to understand it? One must systematically study Jaiva Dharma from beginning to end, starting with the first part, where there is a description of the material world, and then proceeding through a study of Das Mool and all the tattvas. By following Jaiva Dharma properly, your anarthas will gradually disappear, and you will be able to practice bhakti as exemplified by the 2 disciples, Brajanath and Vijay Kumar. They practiced first in Navadvip and then in Puri. And they were completely conversant with all the teachings of the important literatures by our Guru Varga, including Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu and Ujjvala Nilamani. They had realized all of the stages of prem, vibhav, anubhav, satvik, vyabhichari, etc. Thus they realized real Diksha, and they were blessed with a vision of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu dancing with Lord Nityananda and their associates. Brajnath's uncle Vijay Kumar was a Paramahansa who had renounced his worldly life and was remembering Ashtakaliya Leela on the seashore. As unlimited waves appear one after another on the seashore, so it is in the ocean of Ras. Krishna is that ocean of Ras, and the innumerable waves are the different bhavs, spiritual emotions, experienced by the devotee. Knowledge, one cannot become qualified, but one must start from the beginning. Hearing with honor will help one to develop strong faith in Gurudev and to follow his instructions. We should be eager to do so. Don't jump to the top of the rasa tree. Begin from the root. Follow the process Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur has given in Jaiva Dharma. Serve your Gurudev. Have strong faith in Sadguru and Vaishnavas, and always be in good Vaishnava association. Peace of Vrindavan. Srimad Bhagavatam is the spotless authority on everything, and pure love of God is the ultimate goal of life for all men. These statements, for which we have the highest regard, are the opinion of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. We are not interested in anyone else's opinion. So Gurudev is telling Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says that Brajendra Nandan Sri Krishna is complete. Thakur has written Das Mool, which is an elaboration of the above-mentioned verse by Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. It contains 10 ontological truths in condensed form. And by understanding these truths, one can realize the true meaning of Lord Chaitanya's teachings. Then there's the verse, Amnaya Praha Tattvam Haririha Paramam Sarva Shaktim Risabdim, which tells the 10 principles, and he's listing them here. Object of attainment, Sadhya Vastu. In addition to the above, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur has given us a practical means to achieve our goal of Krishna Prem in 2 lines. He has encapsulated all the truths of the Vedas, Bhagavatam, Upanishad, etc. in 2 lines. And this is in the song Nadiya Godrume Nityananda Mahajan. It's the last verse. Krishnara samsar koro, chadi anachar, jive doya Krishna nam, sarva dharma sar. This means, carry on your worldly duties, but in relation to Krishna, and give up sinful behavior. Show compassion to all fallen souls by loudly chanting the holy name of Krishna. This is the essence of all forms of religion. This is from the song Nadiya Godrume. So, in this way, Srila Gurudev is glorifying Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur, and we will read some more of this. Actually, not much more, it's about another page and a half. So we'll read that at another time. So, Shri Saptam Gosai, Srila Sachidananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur ki Jai. Jai Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur Avirbhav Mahamahotsav Titi ki Jai. Nitai Gaur Premanandi. Vanchakalpatarubhascha Kripa Sindhubhyacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. bhaje dhanta bhaje adhikaratha madhura mridanga bhaje paramarasala madhur 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 Shanta baje, khanta baje, madhur 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 baje. Shanta baje, khanta baje, madhur mridanga baje. Madhura mridanga baje, nitai bahu koti chandra jini adayava Jaya Jaya Gopala Jaya Jaya Gopala Jaya Jaya Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopala Jaya Jaya Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya Radha Govinda Radha Govinda Radhe Jaya Sachi Nandan Jaya Gaura Hari Jaya Sachi Nandan Jaya Gaura Hari Jaya Nitai Jaya Gaur Jaya Nitai Jaya Gaur Jaya Nitai Jaya Gaur Jaya Nitai Jaya Gaur
Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Jai Nitai Gaur Premanandi, Hari Hari Bol.
Jai Shri Guru Gauranga Lal Ki Jai, Radha Bihai Ki Jai, Jai Krishna Vishnu Pasi Mata Kantara Swami Maharaj Gurudev Ki Jai, Jai Krishna Vishnu Pasi Mata Kantara Swami Maharaj Ki Jai, Jai Krishna Vishnu Pasi Mata Kantara Swami Maharaj Prabhupada Ki Jai, Jai Krishna Vishnu Pasi Mata Pragyan Shilakesha Swami Maharaj Ki Jai, Jai Krishna Vishnu Pasi Mata Krishna Swami Maharaj Ki Jai, Jai Krishna Vishnu Pasi Guru Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Kursi Prabhupada Ki Jai. Nitliya Pravista Satchinanda Slavaktina Thakur Ki Jai, Nitliya Pravista Shnava Sarvamasa Janata Swami Maharaj Ki Jai, Yevdanta Chaya Validevi Bhushan Prabhu Ki Jai, Shila Vishwanath Chakravarti Prabhu Ki Jai, Jogavananda Surga Malarsi Gaur Parshvarini Ki Jai, Navatan Srinivas Ramananda Prabhu Ki Jai, Rupsanata Matra Gunata Shri Bhagopala Vatadar Ramanat Sadhu Swami Prabhu Ki Jai, Prabhu Se Kausi Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Saraswati Gaur Bhaktivinoda Ki Jai, Radha Krishna Gopa Gopi Go Govardhan Dwara Swana Kasi Brajmandar Ki Jai, Radha Kunja Shma Kunja Muna Tulasi Bhaktidev Ki Jai, Vrinda Devi Tulsi Maharani Ki Jai, Kopeshwar Mahadev Ki Jai, Jagomaya Purnamasi Dev Ki Jai, Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai, Hridham Ki Jai, Jagannath Pradham Ki Jai, Jagannath Pradesh Subhadra Swartam Thakur Ki Jai, Srila Singh Bhagavan Ki Jai, Bhakta Maharaj Ki Jai, Shri Harinam Singh Ki Jai, Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Jai, Pradham Srimad Ki Jai, Rai Sri Chaitanya Ki Jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai, Samara Takta Vrinda Ki Jai, Nitai Gaur Premanandi, Hari Bol. Namaste Narasimhaya
Srimati Tulsi Maharani Ki Jai. Om Vrindai Tulsi Devai Krishna
Namo Namo Tulasi Krishna Preyasi Namo Namo Radha Krishna Nitya Seva Shri
Good night. Hare Krishna. Or good morning.